So
Why are you doing that? Why are you doing
I
that?
have to do it
Why?
so I can get our lips. Trust me, it helps out a lot.
You know what I mean?
So what's good with you, man?
Shit, fuck it.
Same old, right?
Always. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
What's
Just
been
out
up with
here.
you?
Just out here.
How's work? I've been on
Just
vacation.
out here living. You know what I mean? Shit, work's been cool. Work's been good. You know what I mean? Like just making sure that we getting better every day. That's all it is. That's what we should be doing every day.
As human beings too.
Do you know what? Like, do you think about work at home?
Since I've been on vacation now.
But when you at work, do you think of work at
Absolutely. I take work home all the time for sure.
home? Like, I think about that shit like all day. Like in the shower, in the bed, in my dreams. I wake up thinking about it. Like, cause I always just want to be the best. All right, that's it.
I do bring home. I bring home work all the time. Like work comes home with me thinking about how to get better. Same mentality. I want to be the best. I want to, and I do reach out. Like I don't have a problem reaching out and trying to learn and try to, take little advice from people and stuff like that. And the only thing I don't like is not reciprocated. What
do you mean? Like people don't hit you up for advice?
I don't care about them hitting me up, but they feel kind of weird, like giving me their advice or like figure it out on your own,
Yeah.
type of shit. And I'm like,
Yeah, it's night mode now.
sexy time.
Sexy time.
And I don't have a problem. Like the thing is, I feel like some people don't reach out because they're, I guess, afraid of what I'm going to say or do or anything like that. And I'm like, no, I'll give you my advice. I'll help you out. Same thing, vice versa. Like, and people are sometimes shocked when I go up to them like, hey man, how would this work? Like, do you think this is better? Like,
Maybe
you asking me for help? I was like, I'm just, at the end of the day, I'm just trying to get better.
Maybe people just don't think that, it could go for me too. It's not me trying to say anything, but maybe people just don't think let me think about a different way to say this. Maybe people don't feel like they need any input from you or even I, you know what I mean? Like maybe
Or
they feel like they don't.
general.
Yeah, on anybody in general. Just like maybe they just don't feel like they need any input. Like, hey, I asked for a little help with the thing that I feel like I need help with. But maybe there is something that you see that I don't see that I could get better at, and maybe I have the tools to get better at these things, but I don't see them. It's
kind of like the way I look at it is this way: is I tie my shoe a certain way. You tie your shoe a certain way.
How do you tie your shoes?
I don't know. I don't do the bunny ears. I do one bunny ear and then wrap it and tie it. Simple as that.
I feel like the shoes ain't tied then. Like I
double knot it.
I do two bunny ears and then I loop them together. And then if the shoestrings is extra long, then I might loop them together again.
No, so what I do
I'll make a knot for sure.
It's just one loop and then I wrap it and then I make a small little loop and then I tighten it up. And I always double my my shoelaces. But
does your daughter tie her shoes like you?
Hell no.
She don't?
She's spoiled, bro. All her shoes are like slip-ons. Kids are lazy now.
Velcro, you better
Velcro.
You better change that up. People gonna think she's slow. Like she gonna be a high school with motherfucking
slip-ons like Crocs. She wears Crocs. She wears Crocs and stuff like that, like Vans.
Slow. She don't know how to tie her shoes.
She's young, but the same. Going back to the same thing, it's just you never know. Like if I see you tie your shoes a certain way, I was like, hey, I might have to use that. That's pretty good. Like it's just simple like that. Like I know how to tie my shoes, but are there ways to get better at tying my shoe? Yeah. Is there ways to get better at my job? Yeah.
Super simple analogy, but yeah, I get you.
Yeah. And it's not. I don't think people look at it that way. Maybe just because of my age. I'm a lot older and I'm not ashamed.
Nigga, you shouldn't be ashamed to be 48. You know what I mean?
I'm not 48, but yeah, great job.
44.
I'm not even in my 40s yet.
Whatever.
Relax.
Shit, look like you 40, goddamn.
Fuck you, bitch. Black don't crack.
For some people.
Some people, yeah.
For some people. Ooh, Eartha Kitt though?
Yeah, on Boomerang.
Boomerang,
yes.
yeah. I remember.
We had to
clap that up.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey,
Marcus.
Eartha Kitt. And wasn't she in one of the Bond movies too?
She was.
I think she was one of the Bond girls too.
You have to look it up. You got an iPad right there. She was also. Catwoman. Remember?
Yep.
The old
Batman.
Catwoman. Oh my goodness. Yeah, she was a gilf.
For sure.
Yeah, I could say that on there. I don't care. I don't know, man. You just struck a little nerve. Like, I do like older women.
Yeah, she's born in the cotton fields of South Carolina. Goddamn, Eartha Kitt was picking goddamn cotton.
Pretty much. You know and she made it from picking cotton to the
bruh.
Hey, black excellence, bro. For sure.
Female Django for sure.
Hey, and going back to that, I was watching. You probably have to watch the show. I was watching this show called Enslaved. Mm-hmm. It's on Prime, but I think
she was on they think that she was on a Bond song, not necessarily a Bond girl.
Got it. Makes sense.
Yeah.
So watching Enslaved, it's a show produced and stars Samuel L. Jackson, and it's only like 4 episodes. And we always everybody brings up like, where are you from? How this and this and that. Like, you're black, you speak Spanish. And it was one episode that actually talked about Costa Ricans. And it just talked about percentages of enslaved, Africans where they went. Did you know that only 4% of enslaved Africans came to North America? Only 4%.
Is this bro facts or is this real facts?
This is real facts.
So this iPad don't mean nothing to me right now. I can't.
No. Like,
should I rep?
You can look it up.
Should I legit check?
You can legit check. I know for a fact it was 4%, right?
4% of what?
Of enslaved black African Americans came to North America, right? 36% of enslaved African Americans went to the Caribbean. So like Cuba, Jamaica, Costa Rica, stuff like that, right? And then they said like 46% went to Brazil alone for the sugar canes, right?
So it's 4% of enslaved African Americans did what?
Were 4% of enslaved Africans during that time, they were pretty much sold in North America alone. So people always think that, majority of the slaves during the slave trade was Central America and Brazil or South America. And looking at that show, like, I always wondered like where my people came from, and always thought it was through the Panama Canal and stuff like that. Which I still believe, but there was a story on there that there was
12.5 million Africans were sent to America.
That's only 4%.
12.5 million.
Yeah. 12%. Yeah.
God damn.
I honestly, I need you to.
Hey, if there's anybody that say, ain't none of my family was slaves, bullshit. Like, it's impossible for 12.5 million Africans to not be related to you.
And honestly, it's a really good show. Like, a really good show. It kind of opens your eyes to the inhumane. Like, they treated these people, us people, like nothing, man. Like nothing. Like cargo, like, we're running out of water. Get rid of some slaves. Throw them
Honestly,
over.
that's why I go out of my way to be educated. I go 100% out of my way to do the exact opposite of what any other race think that my race will be like, or me will be like, dark skinned and sexy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like I go 100 opposite. Oh, you think I'm about to knock you over the head? Psych. You know what I mean? You think I'm about to be all ignorant and all that other bullshit? Psych. You know what I mean? Like, I'd go 100% out of my way to show off my education, show off my sexiness, show off my confidence, show off my ability to run shit, like just for that. Like, just so, and even if we don't even have the conversation, if you go home feeling like a piece of shit, that's good enough for me.
Tell me this.
100%.
Do you think that's your DNA of of your ancestors on what they went through, and
Nah, my mom put that shit in me.
we'll put that into your mom.
My mom put that shit in me. I don't know. I never asked her. That's a good question.
You also got to think.
Hey, next time I call my mama, I'm gonna ask that question.
One of these days we'll call her on there and ask her. But you also got to think, like, slavery wasn't that long ago. Like, your great grandparents were probably slaves easily.
Probably. Yeah, 100%.
Easily,
100%.
And people don't understand that, and I don't feel that people are educated, or that stuff comes to the light too often.
Right. Black people,
Don't
for the
e-
most part, don't want to admit somebody in their family was a slave. Just like nobody want to admit somebody in their family a crackhead. It's the same shit. That's the same shit.
Or an uncle named Peaches.
Oh, uncle named Peaches out there fucking getting his cheeks clapped. You know what I mean? Like that's another big thing too with blacks in the South, the Caribbean. You can't be gay.
You know what?
You
yeah,
can't.
absolutely. I mean, that's another thing. That's why that whole undercover brother came from.
You know why?
Because I mean, I've actually met some, like a guy, like one guy that was an undercover brother, like was married, had kids, and now you see him on.
He wasn't trying to be undercover with you. He was trying to fuck.
No.
Hey,
but no. If you see,
shame the devil. Did you almost get your cheeks clapped?
No, never. But now,
Did you
like,
think about it?
No. It was just like rumors of, there was just some rumors that were going on with him, and then now I see him on social media, and he has a lover. Like he's married to a guy, and it's just like,
Bro, I don't give a fuck.
What do you mean?
I don't give a shit. Like, not about what you're saying. That's not what I'm saying.
Just the whole.
But I don't give a shit that somebody gay. I don't give a fuck.
Neither do I
At all.
But the thing is, it's just
I want you to be who you want. If you want to you want to suck some dick, you better be the best dick sucker ever. Like, you know what I mean?
But
just like us heterosexual men, like in fucking bitches. You ain't gonna be the one you female. You ain't gonna be the one female that's gonna tell everybody that my dick game was weak. Fuck that. Like, you should have the same mentality as a gay person.
That's the thing,
or
though.
Individual.
That whole down south or whatever, that whole culture doesn't, back then, I mean, now it's more acceptable. Like, the whole gay community.
Bro, I think it should all be acceptable, honestly.
Absolutely.
Like, whatever you want to be called, whatever it is that you want to do with your penis or vagina, or if you want to make your penis into a vagina, whatever you want to do, wherever you want to stick it, fuck it. Like enjoy that shit.
I agree.
You know, the one thing that do get under my nerves, the one thing that I do get on my nerves is when you want equality, and this can be for everybody. It can be in races, it can be in genders, it can be in sexualities. You want equality, but you go out of your way to try to make it seem like you different. Like okay.
Give me an example.
I'm gonna give you an example. 2 men being married. Why can't they be husband and husband? Why don't they call themselves that?
I think they do.
Not all of them. Like, I'm pretty sure there's some people that have that mindset, but it's been a few individuals that I've met that I've had a conversation with, and I've had this exact conversation with, and I said, hey, why are you telling me your partner? Why don't you just tell me that's my husband or that's my wife?
That's a really good
I don't get it.
I see what you're saying, but do you think it's more like they don't want to put it out there that they're gay, or they're ashamed of saying that? I'm not trying to say
that's not equality
shame.
then.
I know exactly, but you got to think, if a young lady came up to her, or a lady came up to me and was like, my wife. Oh, you're gay. Cool. Mm-hmm. Oh, my partner. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, is that a guy, a girl?
Yeah, exactly. Like
and
this lady did that shit to me today. She was like, oh, you got a nice ring. I don't have it on right now. Because I took my rings off when I drink. But, or still be on me for like the next week. Like, I wouldn't even be able to take it off. So she said, oh, that's a really nice ring. Did you pick that out, or did your partner? And I had to step back and be like, does she think I'm gay?
Or she's just trying to be politically correct?
Or she's trying to be politically correct. But why do we have to do that?
Because that's a good question. I couldn't answer that because I mean,
that's not
just,
equality. That's not equality.
For
if you're
the
making
person,
me have to treat you different. That don't make sense.
I think the person
I want equality, but treat me different.
The person asking you that, I think that's respectable that they ask you your partner.
Right. If you don't know me, if you don't know me, I understand.
But let's say for me, my partner. I mean, me, if I was, like my husband, my wife, whatever, I'll just let you know, like I'm proud. I will be proud. I'm not saying they're not proud. I'm not saying nothing, but I just feel like just put it out there, like some people aren't accepted.
You ain't got to put out there that you a top or a bottom. Allow my imagination to do that.
But maybe because some people don't accept the whole gay community, but
for what?
I don't. Some people don't. You gotta understand.
Motherfuckers get down. So, hey, I'm gonna tell you no. Who do you think is the top parties to go to? I think it's Mexicans. Just don't fall asleep
because they last till like 5 o'clock.
Don't fall asleep because they'll draw on you and do a bunch of bullshit to you. You know what I mean? Or in gay parties, them shits be fun.
I mean, I think the nicest, honestly. The nicest people I've ever met in my life were gay.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, they were gay. They were nice. I mean,
of course,
it was fun to hang. Just I don't have any gay friends, or I don't think they haven't came out or.
Fuck it, hey, you should just come out if you gay, you kind of gay, kind of not, whatever. Like, just be who you are. Like, because at the end of the day, if your real friends accept you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I just feel that some people are scared of that.
Your real family accept you.
I think they're scared of not being accepted.
For what? You want equality?
Yeah, you make a good point, but
I don't get it.
You don't know, man. You just don't know.
I don't know.
Like I know.
Don't know. I understand that there's families out there that are like, we'll kill you if you fuck guys, and I understand there's black families out there that don't accept it because of slavery and buck busting. And all that, where they used to make dudes, they used to tie down the biggest dude, and then the master would fuck him in the ass, right, to try to break him. So you ain't gonna get the courage to start a coup on my ass. You know what I
mean? And that's crazy, man. That just going back and forth to slavery. It's just crazy that. That's the shit that they did to us, man. Like,
and that's why black people are so against gay, so against homosexuality as an entire race. I'm not saying every individual, but for the most part, just like most black people think all white people are racist. Yeah. For the most part, black people also think that there's a lot of black people that don't accept homosexuality.
Yeah,
for the same reason.
And I agree with that. I mean, growing up, I wasn't too keen on that. I mean, I've had, let's say, growing up, and one of my friends told me he was gay. I mean, at a younger age, I probably wouldn't have been friends with him. Like, what? But now it's just like, hey, man, like that has nothing to do with me.
It's arguable that the reason why people don't like homosexuality is because they might be low-key homosexual themselves.
I mean, I would have put it past. I mean, maybe a percentage. I wouldn't put it past anybody. But like, to me now, it's just. I mean, life's too short not to be happy.
Okay. Speaking of, okay, as you get older, do you find yourself more and more likely to allow something to go into your butt?
No. Not gonna happen.
What if it makes you happy?
It's not gonna make me happy.
How do you know? You've never done it.
Yeah, you're right. You never know.
You never know.
We're not gonna find out.
You never know.
I'm not gonna find out.
How you know? What they say? Never say never.
The only way is gonna find out if I get raped.
Oof. I don't wish that upon nobody.
But I'm just saying that's me neither. But that's the only way I'm gonna find out if I like it or not.
Bro, there's a lot of that shit going on.
What, rape?
Rape, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that shit.
And it's different. Yeah, and there's different types of like rape too. It's not just I'll take you down, whatever, right? Let me drop something in your drink.
Yeah.
And let me get you, let me spend some time with you. You say no, but like, no, it's okay. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know, once they say no, it's done. Like, you're done. Don't say no.
As a man, 100%.
Yeah.
If you hear that word, like if it sound like no,
Yeah.
motherfucker, move around.
Yeah.
Like you may think you got all the game in the world and this and that. You can make any girl go from a no to a yes, but
even if it's like a no,
these
and then
days,
like they still let
and
you
a giggle,
it
no
could
and
still
a
be
giggle. No and a giggle,
and
is
then they
no
regret
still.
it. And if what about they
bro.
regret it later? It's
What
still
if they-
rape.
Yeah,
It's still rape.
yeah, bro.
I mean,
Like we can't be out here taking chances. You know what I mean? Like I don't think, bro, it's not worth it. You know, it's just totally not worth it. It's not worth doing, like trying to be with one woman that is not into you and you trying to make her into you. Yeah, there's men out there that try for years to get one woman and finally they get her and they create this everlasting love story. But if your intentions are just purely for the physical, it's not, bro, it's not, that's not what you should be doing.
in this day and age, it's not that hard. I mean, there's all these websites and everything, and
That's true.
like these kids at
You
work,
get up on Bumble and shit.
these kids, I don't even know these websites, but these kids at work be like,
Tinder. You ever been on them?
No, never been on Tinder
Or
Bullshit.
Bumble? You ever been on Bumble?
I ain't even heard of Bumble.
That's the one where the women, basically the women got all the control. From
Which,
what my understanding is.
I mean,
I like honestly.
that's something that I would probably visit than Tinder.
Yeah.
Like I would let. I think that's safer.
Like you putting all the
I think it's safer. I think it's safer that way because then you have the choice. Like, oh, you kind of big, you kind of small. Okay, yeah, you want me? Okay, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I just feel like when the women have the control when it comes to a sexual, like any sexual experience or engagement, I think that's better for everyone.
I think what a lot of people don't realize is that these sites is made for you to hook up. Some people get on there and they're like, I don't know if okay, we matched. What do I say next? Do I start some bullshit conversation or do I just say, hey, I'm trying to meet in the park, pull your underwear down?
I mean, if it depends on what website you're on, you know. But
I feel like if you're
farmersmeat.com, I think it's a little
if you're on
different.
any of those sites, that should be the conversation.
I don't disagree with you.
Like when you just putting a bunch of pictures up, a little bullshit ass little motivational quote that you done made up or you done Googled, and then somebody hits you up, it should instantly be, all right. So when are we gonna meet and fuck? Because we both matched.
You know what? Why don't you make an app or a website for that? Yes or no? It's yes or no. Like
that's a good idea. I might start.
Think about that.
Let me start an app, and it's gonna be basically like if you get on here, you know what the business is.
Like no, like, don't put your whole life story on here.
Don't hit me, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. It wasn't like Tinder, it wasn't like Bumble or no shit. But
Black
it was
Planet. Do you remember that?
It was basically like Facebook or whatever. And this girl, I seen this girl and she was just like, I love the Netflix and chill. We all know what the fuck that means.
She's putting it out there.
Yeah. And I was just like, okay, cool. Oh, me, I like the Netflix and chill too. I'm free on Monday. And she was like, all right, cool. Me too. Bet. We got a date Monday. All right. 10, 15 minutes go by. Hey, you don't want to know anything more about me? And I was like, no. Why? Because I have that mentality of you like to Netflix and chill. We know what that means. I like to Netflix and chill. We know what that means. Let's do that. And then she hits me with that bullshit. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to play along because I want to Netflix and chill. So I'm like, okay, well, tell me about yourself. Oh, well, there's nothing really special about me. I'm actually kind of boring. I don't really do much. And then I said, then why the hell did you ask me to get to know you? Why the fuck did you ask me to get to know you if that was going to be your answer? And you know what I did? Blocked her dumb ass. Didn't even hit her up. No Netflix and chill. I don't want to be associated with no dumb ass shit like that. Why?
And
like, why would you tell me to learn more about you, and you give me nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
I
disagree with
instantly
you.
thought she was just gonna lay on the bed and just
That's,
instantly.
I mean, that just happens all the time, though. Like you can't deny that just doesn't happen so often that women, you know, like I want you to change.
Be careful.
I know. Nah, I
Be
mean,
careful what
I
you
don't want
about to
anybody
say,
to feel
bro.
any type of way. You know, I want you to change. When you change, they want you back to the way you were. Like, make up your mind. And I'm not saying everyone's like that, but you know, I'm pretty sure there's men like that.
I'm pretty sure there's men like that.
But
I think most men are real simple. You know what I mean?
we are.
Most men are real simple.
pretty
Some
simple.
of the real simple is I want you to cook, I want you to clean, I'll take care of everything else. Some of the real simple is I just want you to love me and to support me in whatever I'm doing. Some of the real simple is I just want you to kind of be home when I get home.
I think, yeah, I agree.
know what I mean?
Men, we're simple. Like, to me, I'm simple. Like, let me chill. I'll take care of whatever I can take care of. And
Can't you see the homies is talking? You know what I mean?
and half of the time, like the memes you see, what she thinks I'm doing, what I'm actually doing. Like right now, for instance, let's say I was somebody else. Oh, where you at? You ain't hit me up. You ain't did this. Like, what I'm actually doing is I'm just recording a podcast.
We don't need that.
No.
Like, we don't really need to know exactly where and what you're doing. If we're asking where and what you're doing,
Make sure you're okay.
we didn't probably already went through your phone, found you talking to about 10, 3, 400 extra dudes, and now we feel some type of way and we don't trust you, but we don't want to tell you we don't trust you. That's what dudes do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most of them.
Not me, but dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Most of them. I don't go through phones.
Fuck no. Why would you look for heartbreak? That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Why the hell would you look for heartbreak? Let me go through your phone. I think I'm gonna find something, and let me go looking for
Have I
it.
done it before? Yes, of course.
What?
I've done it before.
What?
A long time ago.
Not me, bro.
I've done it maybe
Not me.
twice. And like you said, heartbreak. That's why I don't do it now.
Yeah. Why would you want to put like that? That's what they call it. You might as well be a cutter.
Yeah.
Like, why would you cut yourself? That don't make no damn sense.
No, yeah, absolutely. I mean, younger.
Bro, I'm all about keeping my energy positive always. Even if some negative shit happen, I don't want to keep adding negative shit to it. You know what I mean? You know when you fuck up and somebody keep reminding you that you fucked up, you be like, damn, motherfucker, I know that I fucked up. Like, fuck. Like, why do I want to keep reliving it? I'm trying to move on past it. If you're going to offer me something to make me better. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. Like that was just a very dark time in my life when I did that. And the person I was with, I thought was my soulmate. Definitely not my soulmate. And now, man, I couldn't tell you the last time I went through a phone, and I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
Do it, and then anybody tries to go through my phone, I'll be like, look, you don't pay the bills. Like, this is not yours. Like,
I don't even have a password on my phone. I don't give a fuck.
Honestly, I do, just because of my daughter. She go in there and just go on Snapchat or whatever and just
Fuck
be
it.
all. Nah.
You gonna see that I'm a dad.
Yeah, I mean, but she gets to taking like I remember I let her use my phone once recently. She took like 200 pictures. 200 pictures in like a 20-minute span.
She a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's annoying though.
It is annoying.
And then she posted on like she done posted some stuff on like Snapchat and sent it to people like, what's this? And it'd just be like a picture of the wall or something. I was like, oh, sorry, it's Danica. So that's the only reason why I have a password. I mean, you go through my phone, you find what you find, whatever, it's cool.
Man, fuck it. I don't even have no password. You go through my shit and you find some shit. I can either explain it. Like, one, here's two. How do you feel about my phone? Like, I think that as a man, as a woman, or whatever, if you everybody friend groups, y'all send pics and back and forth to each other, send videos back and forth to each other. If you happen to see that my boys have sent me, hey man, look at this bitch ass or whatever, from some celebrity bitch or some thought bitch on Instagram or whatever. Like, okay.
And I
like, don't hold that shit against me. But what?
But the way I look at it,
fucking thought.
The way I look at it is like,
right off the block.
That's something that I can't even touch.
Exactly.
There's no way for me to touch that at all.
I can see if I was coming in the room after watching some of that shit, and I'm like, baby, you ever thought about getting your titties done or your ass done? If I start saying shit like that, maybe you have a reason to feel uncomfortable or whatever.
And I'm on the same boat as you, man. If I'm on Instagram and I'm seeing some booty shaking or whatever, I'm just watching it just to watch it. Doesn't mean I want that.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that I want that, I'm like, oh, you watching this? I was like, yeah, I can't touch that though.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even get remotely close to that. I wouldn't even get remotely close to that.
I can see if we having this conversation and the bitch's ass and I'm watching pop and lock and drop and do all this other bullshit is a girl that's in our friend group.
Or somebody we know.
That's what I'm saying.
Or like, I can reach out and touch.
Somebody I can hit them up and be like, yo, what up? You know what I mean? Then I understand that.
Yeah, but...
And then I might get a response.
9.9% of the time, it's not. I don't want to say 10 out of 10. It's 10 out of 10 for me, for sure.
10 out of 10, this bitch is ungrabbable.
For sure. Like, I don't even know where she's at. I don't know where she...
Bro, I don't even believe in even like little girls that's in y'all friend group that's kind of sus. Like I know that if I tried, I could probably smash. I don't even want them like, hey, can I sleep over? No. My wife would be like, hey, like so and so wants to come over, and I'm like, it's 11 o'clock for what? You know what I mean? Like, why they want to come over here? I'm not about to stay up for that shit. You could stay up, and then my wife would be like, I don't want to stay up by myself, and I'm like, exactly, and I don't want to be up just to be up because you up. And then this person tries to do some shit to me, and then guess who gets the shit end of the stick?
You.
Me.
Yeah.
Oh, why was you looking so fucking sexy? You knew this shit before when we got together. When you saw me across that motherfucking bar, you didn't say, damn, he looked like he can hold a conversation. No, I look like some penis you might want to slap on your chin. You know what I'm saying? Just like I was looking at you like, damn, I'll nut inside her ass. Like, that's what we think. Nobody looks at another race, another person across the way that they want to talk to and says, God damn, man, they look like I can have a fucking golden retriever with them. No,
you're right.
Happen.
Physical attraction is always a first. Like you said before, physical attraction is always the first. Yeah. Shit. I mean, the only way you hook up with somebody that's ugly is if they're in your circle or you met them some type of way. But
or you drunk and this is the last one of the night.
Or like, the ugly one, had the confidence to come up to you and like spark up some really good conversation. You fell in love with the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
you the ugly one too.
Or 9 out of 10.
You the ugly one too. Hey,
or 9 out of 10 times it's a physical attraction at first.
You ever think you was in a group and you would look around, you was like, damn, I'm the ugly one here.
All the time.
Yeah?
Yeah. Really? I don't care.
Really?
Don't care.
Huh. I'm trying to think of that's never happened to me. Even if there's been times where I've been in a group and I'm like, fuck, I'm not as confident in this fit that I got on in the place that we're at, right? Like, let's say we came out the crib and I just was like regular schmegular freaking jeans and a shirt, right? I might have some cool kicks on.
That's my everyday.
Yeah, but I might have some cool kicks on. But this is like kind of low key my chilling fit. If we go to a house party, I might fit in. But then we end up at a bar and then it start getting late. And then I done been out all day. And then my cologne low key done wore off. So I'm out at the bar smelling like outside. Because, we in California, so that's possible.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you. I wouldn't say I've always been the ugly one, but I've always kept it clean. Like, my shoe game was always crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my thing was just jeans and a button up, or polo.
That's how I met you.
Yeah.
Jeans and a button up.
Jeans and, whatever, right? But like in my younger years, all you needed to holler at a girl was a job. Shit, I had a job in the car when I was 19 years old, so it wasn't too hard. And I had a hairline too. So
when I was younger, we was wearing nothing but Abercrombie jeans, PRPs, who is it? True Religion, Affliction. Like those are the jeans we were wearing. And then we'll have on like a fucking a white tee. Not one of the cheap ones though, but like one of the little
Pro
thicker
clubs?
ones. Not
Pro-
pro. That's I'm not gang banging.
that's what I wore.
Bro, I'm freaking out there with
V-necks. Used to rock the V-necks, the white V-necks.
The white V-necks that was
Black
like the
V-necks.
extra, but they was like the longer type,
Yeah.
not the in my white tee type.
No,
you know what I
no,
mean?
but
Not the
nice-
tall tee,
the nice
but the
ones.
type where it had the little, I don't know, it was just like the little drape. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're talking about.
Those little, it was kind of like tight fitting, like a muscle shirt. That's what we used to rock, and with some crazy kicks. Like so. Our jeans and our bottom half was the most expensive part on us.
I just wore Levi's. I always wore Levi's.
Oh, yeah.
But my kick game was always crazy. Game was always crazy. And then either a white tee or just like a nice polo. Like I used to wear like a nice little pullover polo. And that was it, And I used to buy my shoes and then match my clothes to my shoes. I was that way. I didn't buy the shirt and the outfit and then buy the shoes. I always bought the shoes and then match my outfit.
Oh
with the
yeah,
shoes.
of course. That's what everybody does.
Just so much easier.
That's what we did.
Yeah, some people were like different. All right, let me ask you a question. Do you call it a button up or a button down?
Button up.
Button up.
Well, yeah, button up. Button up. I'm trying to think of if I ever called it a button
Do you
down.
start? This is so random, but do you button from the bottom to the top or from the top to the bottom?
I always do the bottom from the top to the top. Always.
Okay. Yeah, me too.
But I always button up the very top button.
Me too. I don't know why that's weird. Everybody thinks
I
that's
think
weird.
It look weird when it's open.
To me too. Like I just feel like you look like a fucking salsa dancer with that shit. Like I just feel like you look like a salsa dancer with your collar all out.
Exactly. Like if your collar all out and it makes it makes your collar look lazy when it's open. Now when you got it all closed up, you look put together and stuff like that. Like you look like you their own business.
From where I'm from, it looks more
gangster.
It was like more of a gangster thing.
If you had
But that's how my
if you
brothers
had on
used
like
to
them Dickies or chaps.
Yeah, but that's the way my brothers.
shirts.
I used to see my brothers button their shit all the way up, so I just did that. So I'd be at work with my shit all the way buttoned up and like.
Well, I was the oldest, or I'm the oldest, so like everybody get their gear game from me.
My nephews used to do that with me because they were a little bit younger than me, but. I mean, my brothers were so far apart, but like I had my own swag. I came up in the 2000s, so all my nieces and nephews, they all just saw me in like that Sean John outfits and all that shit. And they did the same thing, And
Carl Kanai, Cross Colors.
Kanai.
Cross Colors was in the 90s, but
early 90s, yeah. Carl Kanai, yeah. Sean John and Nietzsche.
Pelly Pell.
Pelly Pell, Mecca.
Averex jackets.
Averex. Those are.
If you lived in the East Coast, you live Midwest East Coast, everybody had on Averex jackets.
I remember those
with
for
the leather
sure.
joints.
Yep.
Shit.
The bomber jackets.
First down, North Face. Nobody was wearing North Face until freaking Jamie Foxx had came out with like a not like a ad. It was like a ad inside of one of the black magazines.
Little magazines, yeah.
Inside of black magazines, he was the face of North Face, and he had on I'll never forget this. He had on a powder blue North Face jacket, and then that's when black people started wearing North Face.
You need to show me that ad or send me that ad.
Yeah, I got to look it up.
But I mean, that's I mean, I'm simple that way, now. Honestly, now I just wear jeans and a t-shirt and a sweater sometimes, If it's too hot, I just put on a little polo. I shop at like Target sometimes or like the outlets, right? And I'll give me like a golf shirt. There's a polo golf shirt that's Nike. and wear it like that, because I'm like 48 years old. So it looks presentable, I don't look threatening at all, and it just, my pants are never baggy.
Yeah, I don't like
I used to
baggy
wear
jeans.
I remember I used to go
I
shopping.
lied. It was first down.
First down. Okay.
It was first down.
Okay. I used to go into the store when I was like in high school. I probably was like a 29 or 28 waist, and I go in there looking for like a 52, 50 pants, because it was baggy.
I was wearing like 42 Husky.
But it was back here on the West Coast. We had big and tall stores, so like the big and tall stores, not fat people stores. Sorry.
We used to get everything at Burlington Coat Factory.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely.
Yeah, even today when I remember I first moved out to California, and then they had a Burlington Coat Factory. I went there and I was like, oh my God, Burlington Coat Factory. And I was like, I'm about to get fitted. You know what I mean? In the early 2000s, I was about to get fitted. Walked in there and I was like, damn, it's clean as hell in here, because Burlington Coat Factory in Chicago was fucking beat. Like, that shit looked like Ross. You know what I mean?
It looked like that now. Out here, for sure.
Which one? The one over there off of El Cajon Boulevard?
I haven't been to that one, but I've been to like the ones in LA for sure. They look, once you get to like the old food, they got like FUBU shit in that area, just like.
There should be like right next to the freeway and shit.
Yeah. Or like a big old shopping center or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I used to like Burlington. Now, if I went to Burlington Coat Factory, as if I'm traveling to somewhere cold, I'm just gonna go in there and get me a jacket.
Man, what's the thing you miss as a child? You know what I mean? Like, what do you miss when you was growing up? Because I always talk shit about my little employees that's like 17, 18, 19, 20. You know, the guys that still live at home and their parents are low key like still taking care of them. I always talk shit about them, and then they always respond to me, "Well, perks of being young." I was like, yeah, well, wait until you get older and you got to do shit on your own.
But that just goes to like us spoiling our kids.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah, I still spoil even my little employees. I spoil the fuck out of them. They're my little babies.
I would say, going back to your question, the thing that I miss is just probably just hanging out outside, man. Like
when you didn't notice you smelled like outside,
or just being outside, like kicking in the stoop. Like I remember we used to get off of school, do the homework, and just sit on the stoop for like hours. You know what I'm saying? Like hours.
Yeah.
And then go hoop. I just miss going to go hoop and just staying hooping for like 5-6 hours.
And I thought I was tough as fuck in high school. I still am, but like, you know what I mean? But not like how I was and how I felt I was in high school. You know what I'm saying? It was a little bit more of like, anybody I walked past, I was mean mugging them, maybe flinch at them. Flinch, nigga, I'll beat your ass. Like, you know what I mean?
Fucking
like
bully.
It was like that when I was high school, because in Chicago, you gotta almost be the toughest one on the block. You know what I mean? If you ain't, then you was the op. You know what I'm saying? You was an opportunity. People was gonna take advantage of you. So you had to, at all times. If somebody said something you didn't like, you had to fight them. You had to beat them up. Because you couldn't allow this person to walk around and thinking that they better than you, or that they got something over on you. It did create a lot of looking over your shoulder as you got older, right? But
why is it like that in Chicago though? I mean, that's it. I mean, where I grew up, I'm not from Chicago.
Yeah.
Like where I grew up, it wasn't. I mean, it's nothing but Bloods where I'm from and stuff like that. But like, yeah, like I was never scared to walk down the street. I was never scared to like go.
Because you grew up on that street. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
true.
There wasn't no invaders. Like so like even when I lived in LA, you have Bloods and Crips on the same street. They just on opposite sides of the street. Like there's places in Inglewood, there's places in Compton where you got literally on the same street, but on the right side of the street is Blood, on the left side of the street is Crips.
Just the street,
and
separate.
As long as you was standing on the right side of your street, you wasn't gonna feel no animosity. But as soon as they caught your ass walking across the street,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You almost had to go down the wrong block and then cut through the back to get to your house in some cases.
No, absolutely.
And some out. And
I don't know, man. I just like you hear all this stuff about like Chicago and stuff like that, and they call it Chirac and all this shootings and all that stuff.
Shot out there,
and it's just.
It's the young people though. It's the young people. It's the young people.
I'm gonna be honest with you, it hasn't changed. When I was up there, when I was in the military and I was up there, it was the same thing. Like, don't go here.
It's gotten more
the
aggressive.
Greens.
The Cabrini Green gone. That's all.
But when I was up there, like they were like, nah,
they call it the Greens now. My sister used to live over there,
and
it was real nice. One of my boys, my best friend, his name was Dion. He used to stay over there, right outside of the United Center. Well, the United Center is where the Blackhawks play and where the Bulls play, right?
Yep.
But that is in the hood. If you ever go to the United Center and you go to a late game, leave as soon as it's over. Get in your car and get the fuck out of there. Matter of fact, if you got a little bit of money, get out of there before the end of the fourth quarter. You need to get out of there once you feel like, oh, we're gonna lose or oh, we're gonna win. Get out of there.
And it's been
you getting robbed.
It's been like that for so long though up there, you know, like even to this day, like all these rappers and everything up there is just on the news. They're always putting like 100 people shot in one weekend, or like what the how?
Yeah.
You know how, you know, and you know you don't.
Well, Chicago's a big place. Everybody think that Chicago's small.
I know it's big, but then also, is it bigger than L.A.? I guess if you, I guess if you combine all the crime in LA and you put LA, put it that way, I mean, it makes sense. But I mean, when outside
everything in California is too far apart anyway. It's all spread apart. So LA is bigger than it really should be.
And then like outside, I get what you're saying. Really because it's a big ass county.
It's a big ass county.
But like outside looking in, it just feels like, damn, like all these people, like where are all these, like how is this happening? The police ain't doing nothing about it, you know? It's just, you feel that way, right? But then I guess if you look at it as a size of LA and all the crime that goes on in LA, because you know something can happen in San Fernando Valley, you know, 3 people get killed there, and then something happens in Pomona, dude, that's an hour drive away, but it's still LA.
The difference between LA and Chicago is these young boys are I'm talking about the cops. These young boys are targeting and chasing down police. That's what's happening in Chicago. Like these motherfuckers running around, and they be on YouTube, they be on Facebook, they be on Instagram, they Snapchat, TikTok, with they guns, big ridiculous guns out in the car, cop right next to them, and they waving their gun, and the cop looking over like,
not today.
I want to go home.
And that's crazy,
Take
man. It just
me home.
And I was looking at something on the news about how, you know, this many people shot in Chicago and there isn't any guns in Chicago. You know, guns are illegal in Chicago. And then you look
guns ain't illegal in Chicago.
They are illegal in Chicago. No. And then you go to like another state.
It don't seem like it.
It doesn't seem like. Then you go to another state that it's legal to open carry.
Bro, we was getting FOID cards in middle school, high school. Like as soon as you turned 18, you was going and getting a FOID card, and that's because people in Chicago hunt too. So you can go up into, that's where like it gets kind of hazy. It gets kind of like Arizona or something. You can go into a Walmart and buy a rifle. In Nevada too, you can go into a Walmart, buy a rifle. Go into Cabela's, go into Dick's Sporting Goods and buy you a rifle.
But that's
buy you a small caliber pistol.
But that's different though. Those states don't really have a high crime rate
because they got access to guns.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
We're getting all political, but I mean, I believe in open carry. I just feel like states that have open carry, like their crime rate is down. Because the way I look at it is this, right? If I'm gonna go rob. Right now in California, if I was to go rob a Walmart, I know I'll be the only one. You know
for a fact
I'll be the only one with a gun.
Well, you can have the mentality that you're the only one there with a gun.
What's the percentage, right? 9 out of 10.
It depends on where you at. I think if you go to a convenience store in like Compton, I think you got a 80-20 percentage of people in the store with guns versus people that don't.
Yeah.
Now, if you go into a convenience store in Malibu, you got a 100% chance that you're probably the only one there with a gun.
Exactly, right? But if
You know
I was
what I
in a if I was in an open carry state,
you're 100% chance that you're not the only
going
one
in
there
there
with
like,
a gun. Yep.
I would start second guessing my thing, right?
Like and it's open carry, so you gotta some people don't even got holsters. They just got this long ass barrel hanging out their pocket.
And that's the only thing that, I mean, to me that's the only thing that I agree with, that I think open carry will help out, because it'll make everybody think twice about what they're doing, you know?
Yeah.
Because if let's say I'm in the hood, I'm gonna do a drive-by. Half of like when I was hanging out outside, never had a pistol.
You ever had a drive-by done on you?
That I was involved in, no. But I was around some, like down the street happened.
Motherfuckers be like, all of a sudden you hear, pull off, doom, 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 doom. Many men wish death upon me. Blood in my eyes and I can't see.
But and when it comes to like, you know, bearing arms, like I agree with open carry. Like I definitely want to move to a state that has open carry, just because I just feel safer. But
yeah, because you know you'll get your ass blown off.
Yeah, like
yeah.
I don't own a gun now.
I do.
Yeah. I don't own a gun now, but I'm definitely gonna buy one. I think for sport, I'm gonna buy one just to teach my kids how to shoot. It's fun.
Every American should have a gun.
I agree with you.
Every single American should have a gun. You need to protect your family, protect your property, protect your livestock, protect your God-given right. You know, that's what should happen. A lot of people, some people ain't gonna believe in that because they believe that the world can be saved and this and that. Everybody can't be saved, man. Everybody can't be saved, and I'd be damned if I'm going to my own friend, my own family member, my kid's funeral because I didn't have no gun. Fuck that.
And that's what scares me. And that's what scares me. Like, I just feel that even though the laws are tough, but I mean, you never know, man. You can go anywhere. I mean, anything can pop off. I mean, what does California say? You know, like in a trunk, glove compartment, separate the ammo, right? But you never know. Like, what about if there's like a mass shooting? You can save yourself or save somebody. You have enough time to go to the glove compartment, go to the trunk, load up, and protect yourself.
What do you think? Okay, that was a good thing to say. What do you think your duty is in a mass shooting?
Me personally?
Yeah.
Do I have a weapon or don't have a weapon?
With the weapon.
Oh, I'm fighting back.
Okay.
I'm shooting up. I'm shooting up.
Are you hunting or are you protecting? That's my question.
Oh, both.
Like, are you hunting?
No, it's
are
both.
You hunting the pursuer, or are you? If he pursued me, it's gonna be a shootout.
If he's pursuing me, I'm coming after him straight up, because I just feel
if he's not pursuing you,
I'm still going after him.
Okay, so
I'm still gonna go after him because I can save somebody's daughter, son, wife, whatever. You know, at the end of the day.
Or you can get your shit blowed up, and then he take your shit and shoot everybody up with your shit.
But you also got to think that here in California, that person coming into there doing that mass shooting doesn't expect somebody to have a gun. So once he feels those gunshots towards him, it might just I'm out of here. You know, you don't know. Kind of like you just don't know. And I just feel that
these school shooters, bro. I didn't think I was ever gonna see no shit like that. A school shooter.
Yeah, I mean,
kids going to school. I have friends who've taken guns to school. Like when I was in high school, they had some guns. Like people was carrying guns in school, but people was also gang banging.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
same with me. I know people that used to bring guns to school all the time, but
Yeah.
the first time was Columbine. I was in high school when that happened, and I was just like, damn, motherfuckers.
But I feel like gangs, like, you know, we always have a Switzerland. You know what I mean? That's what we used to call it. We call it Switzerland.
Like a safe zone.
It's safe zone. It's like, okay, this is the zone where we don't do nothing towards each other. That's Switzerland. School was Switzerland. Like,
Yeah.
if we had some beef, we had some drama that we need to really take care of, it would happen after school, and it would only be hands. Now, once you get back to your prospective block, once you get your respective block, guns is involved. Then you know what I mean. Like, you might piss somebody off in school, and they might pull up on you. But
it's fair game in the hood, though,
7 p.m. and shoot up your block. Yeah, that's fair game.
I just feel like when it comes to Switzerland, it's just because your friends are there, like people you care about, like teachers. All
There's
that
too many.
Because you never
know other casualties.
Yeah, exactly.
But
innocent bystanders.
But mind you, that was back when we was growing up. Today, I don't think they have a Switzerland. I think you can get it anywhere, but with a gun. With a gun, a knife, a bat, a chain, you gonna get it. It don't matter where you at. People shooting people in class.
Yeah, but I mean, I would just give these kids more credit though, because I just feel they feel the same way too. Like, if I shoot you, I might shoot Jessica behind you. You know, I'm like, Jessica's cool. You know, like Jessica.
Hey,
cool.
Jessica kind of hot.
Jessica helped me with the homework. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel that kind of way, but. You never know, man. Like, anything can happen. You know, like, some kids are not brought up the same way. Some kids are brought up a little harshly, and you never know. Never know.
Do you think whoopings, like, break kids, or they keep them good?
Whoopings to an extent, I think. Like, don't beat your kid. I don't believe in beating your kid. I mean, that's just.
Bro, I gave my son a whooping once. Never did it again.
I mean,
never did it.
Growing up, I give my kid. I give my daughter.
I didn't like that shit at all.
I smack my daughter here and there on the butt when she don't listen, but it's just it ain't like a pat 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 pat. Like, you going hard. Like, I'm about to say every single syllable in your name with a slap. You know.
Yeah.
But I just feel there's a line.
Ass. Yeah.
It'd be like, more, get your ass in there and clean up. You know, I just feel that's necessary. You know, I just think a smack on the ass here and there is necessary.
You can call me whatever you want. I did that shit once, and it was only one hit, and oh my God, he looked at me like I betrayed his ass. He looked at me, bro. He did this. Why? Like, and then I was like, he was like, I thought you loved that. He didn't say that, but that's what I heard. Like, you know what I mean? The way he was crying, he was looking at me. I thought you
hurt
loved
you more than
me.
It hurt him.
You know what I mean? It hurt me way more than it hurt, bro. That shit still hurts me to this day. And that happened. My son's 11 now, bro. That shit probably happened 8-9 years ago, bro. Like,
wow.
Yeah, bro. Like, I'll never forget that shit.
My little daughter get out of line. I might get a little flicking the head, like, get your ass in here. Or I might give her, when she really act out, I gave her a whooping the other day just because she was acting out, and it was just like
she you know what I mean? My little niece, I love her. But sometimes
they get a little out of hand.
Sometimes she be getting out of hand, bro. It's like, okay, it's like she wants you to be like, yeah, you ain't gonna whoop me. Like,
they take advantage. She takes advantage of.
She's like, I see where we at.
Like,
you ain't about to whoop me over here. You ain't about to whoop me at my T.O.'s house.
So she'll be like, she'll call for me in the middle of the night. Daddy, I need this. Daddy, I need that. Or she'll wake up and come lay with me. You know, like that all stuff. So she feels like she has me wrapped around her finger, which she does. You know, but like then she'll get out of line, and I'll be like, calm down, and she won't calm down. Like, yeah. And she won't calm down, or she won't listen until I give her a little. You know, I just give her. It ain't harder than this. It ain't harder than that.
I don't know.
It's not on her butt, like, or on her leg. Be like, listen, and it just that whole. That's not a whooping, I guess, but the whole emotion behind it and me being upset with her just gets to her. Okay, sorry, type of shit. So like, but like harder than that, I don't think I spanked her harder than that.
I say right now though, if my son get out of hand when he get older, once he over 18, he got a problem, he can catch these hands. Like you in grown man time. You think you man? Grown man hands. You have to catch him.
I agree with you, but I would probably just sock his fucking legs up hard as fuck. That's what I would do. I would just sock my son's legs up. If he get out of line,
livelihood up. Like, yeah, you think you gonna live life comfortable? Nah.
I honestly, like, my son's 14. Once he gets 18 and he try to step up, I'm just gonna let that chest know what's up, and I'm gonna let them legs and them arms know what's
slap
up.
Box him?
Would you slap I'm punching his ass.
No, but would you slap box him?
Nah, though? I wouldn't put my hands on his face. I won't put my hands on any of my kids' face. I think that's crossing the line.
Yeah.
I think that's disrespectful, crossing the line. But like them legs, oh yeah, you gonna feel how like
turn nigga to Christopher Walken.
Nah, you got
not walking.
You got to think like you punch them in the leg hard as shit, and they feel that pain. Like, man, that could have been your face, bro. They realize, and you tell them like, hey, that could have been your fucking chin.
You got to hit motherfuckers in them soft spots.
Yeah, for sure.
I remember one time,
give him a little Charlie horse.
Me and my stepbrother had got into a fight, and then I kicked him in his back, and my mom was like, "Don't you ever like I get it, y'all boys, y'all fight sometimes, but don't ever kick him in his back because you can kick him in his kidneys and and he fuck his kidneys up."
So you kicked them again the next day?
Nah, everybody I fought after that, I kicked them in their goddamn kidneys.
You're
you know what I mean? Hey, fuck that. I'm winning, bro. If you fight, you gotta win decisively, or somebody gonna come back on you, bro. Somebody gonna come back. You gotta make them feel like
in this day and age. I just think
nowadays, you can't do that. Nowadays, you make somebody feel like they can come back and fight you.
They're gonna come back.
Definitely coming back and shooting you.
Up. Yep.
Yeah. What King Von said. King Von said that I walk up. It was some big goofy dude. He trying to look tough. I said, What you trying to do? You can bust a move. He kept walking because he knew he wasn't bulletproof. You know what I mean?
Because he stayed tooled up.
Yeah,
he stayed tooled up.
You don't want no smoke because you ain't bulletproof.
I was also watching this other documentary about like about hip hop. It had like Deborah on there, Deb. It had Haitian Jack on there, and just like the stories of how they came up, and the same thing. Like he said, Haitian Jack. I was like 5'4", he bullied me for my money, whatever. I got a gun, and I shot his ass. After that, he didn't fucking fuck with me at all. And it's the truth, man. Like that pistol brings respect,
The wrong type of respect, but
it brings respect though to some of these cats.
Motherfuckers respect that you're willing to kill them.
Yeah,
I remember I told you one of my boys, like, he used to bring a gun to school and I didn't notice, I didn't notice until we was older, and he was like, yeah, bro, like I brought a gun to school because this dude was bullying me.
Yeah,
and I was like, you was getting bullied, and I'm like, bro, like I was one of the harder dudes in school, like, you know what I mean, like with the hands, I was clipping dudes, and he had told me, he's like, bro, like dude was bullying me, and then I was gonna shoot him in the bathroom, bro. I was gonna shoot him, and then I didn't, like I showed him the gun, and he was just like, nope. You know what I mean? No. But mind you,
you want some too? No.
Mind you, at this time, like these back then, we in high school, we think we hard, we think we about that action, and then it's sometimes like we was putting in that okay, here's that gun, or here's that knife, or here's that fight. Then we're like, maybe not.
Nah.
Maybe I'm gonna do this math homework. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, maybe I'll get down and write this little short story in English class. That, like, motherfucker was getting good grades for a little bit after that.
Switch up real quick.
Streets ain't for me.
I think we gonna have to switch up these chairs one of these days. My ass is hurting right now.
Yeah, bro. It wasn't bad at first, but
I think because we just put so many miles on it.
we would have put some.
We put some miles on these hoes, bro. Like,
Yeah, we did. I did.
like this, there ain't no cushion on this shit no more.
Our cheeks then got flat.
Hey, look, you touching the bottom? Touch this chair. You touching? I'm touching the bottom. How much you weigh? 240 something? 260 something?
No disrespect me. Nah, I don't know. I'm probably sitting there like 255 right now.
Yeah, you got me beat by 20 pounds. Damn, my ass hurts.
Yeah, I keep leaning. Keep leaning the cheeks.
All right, man. I think we should call it a day, man. That was a good session, man.
All right, fool. Hey,
I really appreciate you
through.
Hey, thank you for having me, man.
I ain't about to clap shit.
We ain't got
all
shit
right,
to clap.
You want to take a shot for the road?
Yeah, we'll take a shot.
All right, let's take a shot for the road.
No free promotions, though.
No free promotions. No free promotions at all. This podcast has been brought to you by real shit. That's it. Hit us a little shot. Call it a night. It was good. It's always good talking to you, bro.
Yeah, man. It was very unexpected podcast, but short and to the point.
Fuck it.
See you guys on the next one.
Already.